Hello, lovely, lovely people. It's your girl Kiana Vea back here with another YouTube video. And as you can see, I'm coming to you from the bed, my lovely comfy bed. And despite everything, the countless things that's been going on in life, I wanted to come on here and talk about, like, briefly the 5 things that have really been helping my mental health. So let's start off with number 1, prayer. The power of prayer is truly something that can never be compared. Like, there's nothing that you can compare the power of prayer to. I have found that the more and more that I strengthen my relationship with God, the closer we have gotten, and the more I am able to understand what my duty is on this earth. Another thing that has been helping me, this would be the second thing that has been helping my mental, is knowing what battle is for me to fight and what battle is for God to fight. When I am in a position of where I'm not being heard, the other side, the other party is not hearing me, not trying to, it's going negative, and everything but good is happening in the situation, despite what I've tried to do, despite how I've came across. That is a situation that has to be given to God. There's nothing you can do there. That needs to be given to God. And even when you feel like there is something that you can do about it, pray first. I want to go back to the first thing. Praying before saying and doing anything has really helped me to know to not lean on my understanding, but to lean on God always, because there are going to be many things in life that are going to happen that I don't understand, things that maybe I wouldn't be okay with, that I haven't planned for, but God has planned my story from beginning to end since I was dust, since the beginning of life, the beginning of time, the beginning of this world. And so, with keeping that in mind, it really helps me to know what battles are for me to fight and what battles are for God. Another thing, this will be the third thing that is helping my mental health these days, is being intentional not only about my actions and my words, but my thoughts. It is so important to be intentional about your thoughts, everything that you're let sit in your mind, pass in your mind. And speaking of thoughts, I want to share a book. This is a book called Detox Your Thoughts. This book has helped me with my mental health, with my mindset, with my perspective so much, because in this book it talks about and also gives you steps on how to move through life with your thoughts, with the good, the bad, and the ugly. And it shows you that your thoughts are like a car on the road driving, just passing by. That's what it is. A thought passes, a feeling, they pass, okay? But in order for them to pass, you have to make it okay for them to pass. You cannot set your brain up in your mind to where any and every thought can stay, and any and every thought you give attention to. Because then once you start giving any and every thought attention, and especially the negative thoughts, the bad things, and the doubts, that's when they build up. That's when it becomes more prominent in your mind. And that's when it really makes it real. Like, it brings it into reality, even though it's not true. Even though it's just the ugly. It's just the bad. Something that should have passed, but you let it stay. So, letting things pass, letting things go, not just physical things, but mental, letting that go has truly helped me. I'm someone who has overthinked a lot and overanalyzed, and it's not because, I don't want to say it's because I'm just, like, I don't really know what the word for it is, but I'm a learner. Like, I love to learn. I love to know the how, when, and why of things. So that's what has brought me to overthink. But going back to not leaning on my understanding, but leaning on God, That right there has stopped the overthinking, okay? And of course, all of these things that I'm saying are all easier said than done, but that's with everything. Everything is easier said than done. But for the fourth thing, faith, having faith always at all times in the good in God, okay? That right there, that like having faith, we cannot take light, because I used to take it light. I didn't have enough faith, and all you have to do is have faith the size of a mustard seed. And as someone who has really been able to move through anxiety, and after being very, 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 very anxious, having faith, I found that was the starter key of it all. Something that I really needed to do and really needed to put forth effort in, having faith in God and having faith in the good, having faith in that things will work out, things will be okay. Like, not just like saying it and thinking it, and but knowing that, like, I have faith, things will be okay. God will never fail me. He will never just drop me, like, God has my back. Okay, God has my back, and that's just how we is. We like this. We locked in. Okay, we side to side each other, holding hands. We are one. Okay, having faith, walking in faith and not fear. I really used to take lightly, and really, I used to say it, but I kind of was just taking it as a saying. But when you really put it into your life, like, I'm walking with faith and not with fear, everything will show up that way. You'll see so many different things changing and so many things shifting in your mind because of you walking with faith and not fear. Because think of this. When we walk in faith and not fear, it brightens the road. Even though there will still be bumps in any road, there still be potholes, it brightens it. It makes it more smooth. It makes it more content, and it just makes it all full circle moment, because it's like, okay, this is happening, but I have faith that things will always be okay. Things will always be better. The sun will always shine again. The sun will always shine again. And it's very easy to walk in fear, because as humans, I genuinely feel like we are, in a way, we have been conditioned to, in a way, look for the bad and expect the bad. And I don't know why. I don't know if it's maybe we want the ultimate surprise of the good. I don't know if it's because, I don't know. I just don't know. Because I'm not going to say the bad is something that humans are used to, because that's not the case. Because God is everything good and everything amazing. So I'm not going to say that and use that as an excuse. But I am going to say that as humans, I do find that a lot of the times, because of the negative thoughts and bad things that are happening in life, etc., etc., we find it easy to acknowledge the bad and to acknowledge the complaining and all of the things negative, instead of acknowledging everything good. And everything can be good. And I feel like it's all about perspective. Okay, there's so much sunshine, and we just want to acknowledge the clouds. You get what I'm saying? Like, brighten your world, like, open your eyes and see everything that for what it is and how beautiful it is. And it's all about shifting your perspective. Everything will seem bad because you're looking for bad, and because that's what you want. You're looking for the bad because you want to see the bad. So everything will look like bad. Everything will look bad to you. But if you're looking for the good, if you're thankful for the good, bad, the ugly, and everything in between, you will see things for what it is, and you will truly be able to see the good in all things, because there is good. God is good. He is the creator. And with that in mind, has ultimately very much helped me, and very much has helped me progress through life faithfully, obediently, and just with joy, like with peace, being content. And that is very, very, very special. For the fifth note, fifth key, fifth idea, I don't know. For the fifth one of what is helping me, what has been helping me to improve my mental health is boundaries. Setting boundaries and standing on that. Nobody has to understand how you feel but you. Nobody got to respect it but you. But what you do need to do is set those boundaries and draw the line, and don't let nobody be able to cross that line. Like, I'm not saying that you got to resort to violence. I'm not saying that you got to start cutting up, whatever the case may be. But you have values, you have morals, you have things that you stand on, you have things that have to be respected, and you have to be respected. So, only allow what's respecting you and who's respecting you and everything that's aligning with that and so forth. Do not be okay with anything and everything and the willy-nilly and even things that you can't stand just for somebody else or just for something else or anything but you. You know, set those boundaries, draw the line, and do things that are best for you. Okay, it does not matter who does not understand it. It does not matter who doesn't want to understand it, who can't understand it. As long as you understand it, that's all that matters. We can spend so much time wrapping our heads around why people don't get this and why people don't get that. But some things just aren't for people to get. Okay, you ever heard somebody say that you ever heard somebody say something about like, oh, you're not my cup of tea? Well, I'm not your cup of tea to drink. Like, you know, like, y'all. So I found this saying about the cup of tea, saying like, I'm not your cup of tea, and it's actually a poem. So it says, I am not your cup of tea. I am not your cup of tea because I am made too strong and frankly too hot for you to enjoy. Maybe you can tolerate me in tiny sips, but I don't want to be tolerated. I want to be devoured by those who value all I am and who do not wish I was in any way watered down to meet your tepid tastes. And then another one says, I may not be your cup of tea, but I am someone's cup of tea, milk, and sugar. Okay? You don't have to be everybody's cup of tea because not everybody likes tea anyways. Be you, okay? We were so wonderfully created by God, and He made no mistake creating us. And I feel like a lot of the times we just really don't give ourselves enough credit for how amazing we are. Like, hello, we are God's children. We are His family members. Do you know how beautiful it is to be acknowledged by God as His family member? As His child, as His loved one? And I feel like we truly do not treat ourselves that way. And I often try my best to remember to ask God to show me myself the way that He sees me, and to show me others the way that He sees them, and to love what He loves and to hate what He hates. All in all, strengthening my relationship with Christ has brought my mental health back up. It has brought me to a spot of content that I've never been before, peace that I've never seen, and I find myself ultimately being more quiet and just more intentional and looking around and just taking more mental notes and physical notes, because honestly I don't be having that much to say. A lot of the things I say, like, a lot of times when I open my mouth, I'm speaking about God. I'm speaking about how grateful I am and all the things that I'm learning from Him and all the things I'm learning from reading my Bible and studying scripture. But other than that, I don't be having a lot to say because I'm just grateful. Like, I feel like at this point in my life, I'm basking in the greatness of God, and I am dwelling in His love. I'm dwelling in that safe place. I'm with Him. We, like I said, we side by side. We hold hands. And I truly, truly am grateful for every chapter and every step. And it just makes everything, once again, full circle. Please take note of these 5 things and just really do your best to improve your mental health And it's not about the physical things, okay? Money cannot buy happiness. I'm going to say it. I'm going to say it. And you don't got to agree, but money cannot buy happiness. You could be the richest person in the world and your mental is nothing. You have no morals, no values, no faith. You don't believe in nothing. You don't, like, what can money do for you then? These physical things do not matter. You need to be improving your mental. When you improve your mental state, you will really see, like, oh, the things of this temporary world is like whatever. Cause up top, you up here with it. You up here, like you on a mountain top, and your mental. It don't matter about the physical. It don't matter about this world. Cause you got faith in God, okay? Cause you constantly improving. You constantly working on yourself, okay? We are born in this body, and we die in this body. With this brain, with these organs, we start off as dust and we go back to dust at the end. But what I want you to really take account of is your brain. Keep pouring into and protecting and loving on your brain. Because at the end of the day, you and your body, like, yeah, that's one-on-one. You and your brain, that's one-on-one. It's you and God. Like, that's it. Take care of yourself, okay? Don't lean on other people. Don't lean on the physical natures of this world, money and clothing and materialistic stuff. Lean on God and prioritize your mental space, okay? Work on your mental health. Work on your mental health. Don't put that to the side. I'm telling you. It's so easy to get deep in the negative and deep in depression and anxiety and sadness and anger. It's so easy to get deep in the bad. And that's why it's hard to come back to the good. But once you reach that good, once you see that peak of sunshine, it's going to change your life forever. Do not be okay with being stuck in the bad. Do not be okay with being stuck in one bad spot. Do not be okay with not elevating. You can always improve. You can always improve. And the next day is always a chance to be better. And the next second is a chance to be better. Okay? Do these 5 things. Okay? Pray. Have faith. Strengthen your relationship with God. What else did I say? Have boundaries. Set those boundaries and stand on that. I can't remember the last one I said. I mean, it's not in order. But pray. Set boundaries. Stand on that. Have faith. Be intentional about your words, your actions, your thoughts. And know and feel the good. Okay? Do not make the negative your home. See the sunshine, because the sun will always shine again. And check out this book. I'll see y'all for the next video tomorrow.